Okay, let's start the session. First of all, welcome everyone to QA Tech Talks. In today's session, for an introduction about the Robo framework, I'll be your host, Vinayak Titti, based in Malaysia. I have overall 10 plus years of experience in testing and other industry. And in the session, our guest speaker, Deepak, will be covering about Robo framework, features and advantages of Robo framework, and getting started with Robo framework as well. And let's welcome to our guest speaker. Over to you, Deepak.
Thank you, Vinayak. So basically today we'll discuss about introduction of robot framework, how we'll use it in industrial. If you can see my screen, it's a small PPT or the simple PPT which we are going to cover the basics or the initial part of robot framework. Sorry guys. Yeah. So small introduction about myself. So myself Deepak Rai, which is the important coverage of these sessions I'm going to cover on the robot framework, but I am very much keen or love to talk on techie topics. I'm also handling one of the websites, that is raigurukul.com, where important or major technical topics are covered. And apart of that, I am working on the YouTuber as well. You can reach at me by using below email ID. So let's understand the agenda of today's session. Then we'll cover each and every point in detail. So first we'll discuss about what is robot framework, their features, how to get started with robot framework. Nowadays, when we are starting with a robot framework or any other tools, basic requirement that the framework or the application, which all application is required to start our journey in automation. Apart of that, we'll also need some basic understanding about the tools and their practices which we are using in day-to-day life. Then we'll cover how robot framework speed up your automation and the advantage. At the end, there is a very much interesting Q&A sessions are arranged for you. So don't forget to attend these Q&A sessions. So first of all, what is robot framework? Before starting with this robot framework, I will give you some small introduction about other tools which is right now available in day-to-day life. So if you are talking about RPA industries or any automation tool, these automation tools are basically used for automating your day-to-day or sequential steps which we are doing manually or which we are assigning someone who can do day-to-day life. Just like if we are talking about the HR process or any other sequential process which we are daily handling. And for performing these type of tasks, we will definitely need resource as well as cost, because whenever we are talking about the resource, cost is automatically included with that. So for minimizing these type of effort and saving your time, robot framework will very much helpful when you want to automate your sequential step or the process which you are following continuously. Even if you are working with any application and you want to perform the regressions, so robot framework will help you a lot to automate your regression shoot. So let's understand what is robot framework. So robot framework is a generic keyword driven test automation framework for acceptance level testing and acceptance test driven development, that is also called as ATDD. The basic idea of robot framework were shaped in Pekka, Kyrax, Masters, these theses in 2005. So whenever the robot framework is launched, the initial days, the Clax Masters is provided some idea or some synthesis about in 2005. The first version was developed at Nokia Networks in the same year, because the initial analysis is provided in the mid of Feb, and it took around 8 months to launch their first version. So somewhere around November 2005, this framework is getting live for the public use. First version is 2.0 were released in June 24, 2008. So this is the public version which is open to use. The previous version which is launched in November 2005 is only for the beta customer, not for all the customers. Then it is going to increase in 3.0, something like this. Now, in 2017, they have come up with several other advanced features that is introduced in agile processes and their methodologies. Earlier, it is used to follow the standard practices which we are using in testing life. So robot framework is extremely easy to set up, use and modify to get both Android and iOS app tested. You can also use that any website or mobile application or any type of application you can automate it. There is a sequential process which you can follow it and create your automation suite, and whenever you will require you, it's very easy to run that. So as of my experience, I'm having total 8 years of experience, out of which 5 years, from last 5 years, I'm using this tool. I found very helpful when we are executing the test cases. Just like if I'm considering an example of websites. So if you're having major type of websites like Flipkart, Amazon, or any other website, these websites are basically having major 800 plus test cases. When we are automating these test cases, so it will take around 30 minutes of time for executing, only for the execution. So we have to set up with data each and every part. Once setup is done, it will take around 30 minutes. But in other tool, when we are executing these type of test cases, which is having more than 800 plus cases, it will definitely take around 1.5 hours for execution. We are not talking about the development of the scripts and all, but we are covering here the script which we have already developed. We are just clicking to run. But for performing or the executing these 800 cases manually, it will take minimum 15 days. 15 into 8, if we are calculated manually, it will cover for one resource. But if there is an additional resource, definitely it will take another hours for that as well. For one resource, 15 into 8, this is the minimum calculation I am doing. So I am giving you the example here, or the comparison between manual process and same process we are executing in robot framework as well. So that's the basic difference. So one second, yes. Yeah, so that's the basic difference I'm talking here. Because when we are taking any tool, this is the first point which will hit in our mind, if that tool is really going to save our time or cost. Yes, definitely this tool is going to save your time and cost. This is an open source tool where you can automate your stuff without investing anything. If you are working in the MNC organization, your compliance team needs to take a look. Once they will approve it, you can start using it. And if you're individual, definitely it's good suit for you. So it is a keyword driven testing framework that uses tabular test data syntax. We have to enter the data in tabular format. It will collect each and every data and execute it continuously. The framework is written using the Python framework, Python programming language, and has an active community of contributors. So if you have any questions, or if you're stuck in any point, you can ask your question on community forum. Within 24 hours times, you will definitely get a resolution. So that's the power of robot framework community. It is also contributed, released under Apache license 2.0, and can be downloaded from robotframework.org, which is the official site. Whatever releases or whatever additional contents are added in this site, you can download it. Test cases are written using a keyword testing methodology These tables can be written in a plain text, table separated values, that is TSV, or restructured text, that is REST. So you can also automate your REST API as well. So REST API, for automating REST API, there are several other components are also required, like their packages and REST services, HTTP request services. These all details you have to install it. So this is the right simplified writing test cases by providing framework specific code, completion, syntax, highlighting, etc. So that's the basic about robot framework. Let's understand what experts provided their opinion about robot framework after using several years. So according to Joseph, without a standard, there is a no logical basis for decision making for taking actions. So this is a quote provided by Mr. Joseph on robot framework after using 8 plus years. Again, there is a one more thoughts provided by Mr. Colin. People are fascinated by robots because they are matching that can mimic life. So Mr. Colin is working in recruitment industry, and he feels whenever we are doing same type of activity again and again, these activity definitely kill our interest to work in the same type of environment. So after thinking his work is becoming bogus, or we can say that uninterested, then he decided to take help from some tools, robot framework or any other tool. He used or he tried multiple tools which he found better. But after using robot framework, he stopped using other tools and provided his opinion with these lines. Some other quotes are also available with some other experts like Robot Framework, the unsung hero of test automations, and simplify your test automation process. So these are the quotes provided by experts. So what all features are available in Robot Framework? So hope this till now it's clear for everyone. If anyone is having any doubts, you can comment it. I will try to cover that points as well. Else, if you are good, I will continue. Okay, cool. If there is no question, we can continue further. So, we have something.
Arun, you can explain live example in Robo framework.
Definitely, we will going to cover Arun for the live example as well. But this is a first session, so we have kept it on the PPT. In further session, we are going to cover about live scenarios or how to create the test cases in Robo. So this is the initial session. Because of that, we have started with their introduction only. Thank you. So let's understand the features of robot framework. It is high level architectures. It is designed for the developer as well as the top notch who don't know about the coding. So there is some settings are also available. Once developer will develop it and provide it to the business analyst team or the top notch team from the organization who don't know about the coding, they can also use this for running and making small changes. So just like if you are taking an example of one test case is going to cover about the recording, recording in same tool like Zoom. So it will basically test for Zoom recording it is working or not. Once the recording is completed, it will launch the recording and play it. So what happened? when the top notch or business analyst will modify the script. So he don't need to go inside the script. There is a tabular structure. Because of the tabular structure, they can modify the content or the data or the URL directly in the table. And he don't need to go inside the script and make the changes, because the person who is doing the modification, he don't know about the coding. So whatever coding you are writing, it might be in the Python or some other languages, because robot framework will support maximum all of the languages which is having oops concept. You can integrate it and use it. Best suitable for this framework is Java and Python or C sharp, but you can also use other language as well. So because of that, it's called as high level architecture, and it is designed in such a way you can cover each and everything in automation. I'm not saying here 100% automation is possible, but definitely you can achieve more than 90% as well. Because of the simpler tabular syntax, you can edit it at any point and without wasting your time. Data driven test cases. So let's take one example here on data driven test cases. Like if you are filling any form online, you will definitely need a data in form of string or in form of numbers or integers or in some other format as well, like boolean, true and false type of contain. So you can fit the data in Excel sheet, assign that value inside your script. And once you will assign this value inside your script, it will do that. It will go to the first Excel file, collect the data, feed in the form. And once the form filling is done, what it can do, it will press on submit. If there is any error occurs, it will populate with error. So we are already providing the data inside our test cases in the form of Excel or any other format which is suitable for that test cases. So it will collect the data and feed, then again select the data and feed it. Once the form is completed, it will press on the submit button. Because of that, it is called as data driven test cases, where you can see your data inside the script as well as in the Excel file as well. Separate test data editor is also available. You can edit it. Clear reports. So when you execute the reports, you will get complete graph, or that graph in the pivotal charts or in the line bar or any other format. You can change it according to your setting levels. So if you will need in the pie chart, you can make it in the pie chart, or in the line graph, it's possible. Bar chart is also allowed, so you can create your report in a clear format which will show about your execution report. At any point, if you found some failure, so it will generate the failure graph as well. Detailed logs. If there is any issue in between your execution, you can collect the logs. Why it is failed? Is it because of the data, or is it because of your framework is failing, or anywhere your script broken? So you can get a detailed logs. You can analyze it and change the modification, run it again. You will get a clear output. Generic test libraries are also available. You don't need to make, or means reusability of code is also possible, because if you are using any oops concept language, Python is having rich. So in further session, we're going to cover with the Python. So with the Python, you will get rich library, and here as well, you are having generic test libraries are available. You can reuse it in between your scripts. Yes. So let's understand the comparison with the competitors. So if we are talking about the in the perspective of single turn websites where they have provided these type of analytics about robot framework. So robot framework, as compared to the circle CI, It is market capture of 14.76%, and the domain is 424 domain. It's not a small domain. It means we are using in multiple domains, like healthcare, finance, or something like. There are several other comparisons are also available with the market captures and the domains as well. So testing anywhere, that is 396 domain, and the calculation is 13.79. So these graph or the charts are prepared based on the uses of the country level as well as the multiple domain and the technology. There are big MNC organization also who is using the robot framework, and because of its openness and security perspective, robot framework is mostly used in automation as well. From 2008 to 2000, mid of 2010, the market is not grown well for the robot framework, but post mid of 2010, it picked up very quickly. There are several organizations, that is Entity, NXP, which is a global or globally set well-maintained organization who is using robot framework inside their automation framework. So how we'll get started with robot framework? So before starting with the robot framework, we have to have the knowledge of basic idea about some programming language in terms of Python, Java, C Sharp, but you can also select other programming languages. Because of the rich library, it is recommended to use with Python and Java, but you can also use it some other languages as well. So there is a no restriction of the language. You can use as per a specific need. You will need some framework to know some of the person who will script it or who will guide you to script it. So basically we have created this session because of the keeping this thing in mind, so that we will start this session from scratch to the expert level. We'll try to build it some of the start to end automation framework for any websites, or we'll definitely pick up any mobile applications as well. But definitely we'll go ahead with the Python language. We're not going to cover Java and C Sharp. The technologies or the type of coding is exactly similar in all of the languages, just the format and syntax is different. So I think it's understandable when we are using for different languages, it will not having any procedure changes, just the platform or the language changes. So this is the first requirement, basic understanding of programming language in any of the languages suitable. So no need to change or uh, migrate to other language. Second requirement is the IDE, where you're going to code it. So PyCharm, you can refer it or write. So best you can use the write or read. So write is also used for execution or generating your graphs as well. So better you can go ahead with the write. All right. PyCharm will definitely take your some of the memory, right? Is having lightweight application which you can use it for your long-term project as well, and having all the integration facility with other tools as well. Install all the libraries which is required, like your programming setup. If you are using the Python, your Python download is also required. You can use a 2.7 or 3 more than 3.0 version as well. So installation of these libraries are required. You can use install pip or pip install and Python install. These by using these commands you can install it. You have to do the basic programming setup, like environment setup and other setups which is needed for the normal coding. So once environment setup everything is done, you can execute a small simple program in Python, like hello world or something like that. You can begin your journey with robot framework. So what you will get after beginning your journey in robot framework? So robot framework will help you to make your script in simple and easy steps. So just like if I'm taking example of PyCharm only, PyCharm is also used for the some other automation tool or some other programming language or for creating a script, but you have to write the code from the initials level. But in Robot Framework you will get some configuration is already done. You don't need to provide each and every location's detail. So it is because of that Robot Framework will help you because of the easy code and the command line which you can use it. And definitely these tools are lighter than the other tool, so it will not kill your memory space as well. So what all advantage we have with the Robot Framework? So as I said, non-technical person who don't have experience with the programming language can contribute and learn automation, and they can also learn or go ahead with Python to go or other tools as well, other programming language as well. Non-technical person, like if any coder is sitting here and did start to end coding, and they have assigned or forwarded that code to their top manager or their seniors who don't know about the coding, but they are managing the resources, so they will also need to understand each and every specific detail about their project, so they can also make the changes in a simpler way. We'll show you in further session definitely. Don't worry about that. We will cover the iteration of session for Robot Framework. Cool and easy to learn, simple UI and bit understandable as compared to other tool, quick and fast implementations. So this tool, whenever we are working with any framework which is having automation feasibility, not all tools are having quick and fast implementations. Like because of the high level architectures, this will support each and every libraries and integration facilities. And security perspective also, Robot Framework is very much supportive for all the security and compliance. So there is a no compliance issue when we are using with the enterprise or with an organization who is working with critical data. So just like if we are taking example of banking domain project, so banking industries are basically handling with customers data or having the rich amount of data which their authority will not allow to share with anyone else. So Robot Framework will hide these details while the automation as well. So just like if you are entering the customer data, you can create or make a script to hidden format and it will enter the detail which is not visible to anyone. So while running also you can hide the content, so that while entering the password or any other detail which is not allowed publicly to show up, so you can hide that content. So it will focus on functional test coverage than learning OOPS concept, which is much required for Robot Framework. So this is all about the basic idea about the framework, Robot Framework. In further session, definitely we will cover more in detail with detailed example and live example as well. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to take it.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. My question is like, can we use this robotics framework on the web application as well as the Windows applications?
Yes, definitely you can use it.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Hey, hi Himanshu, Prasad here.
Sorry, actually it's my Windows name. My name is Deepak.
Okay, sorry. So hi Deepak, my question is that, so can we use the for loop in robot framework?
Yes. So whatever programming language concept you are using, you can use it because it's a part of programming, not for the framework. Framework we are using because of the easiness.
Okay.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Yes, actually, my question is in that robo framework we will get ready-made libraries
Yes.
for usable.
So the robot framework is also having their own generic libraries, and whatever libraries is supported for your programming language. Just I am taking an example of Python. So you can use each and every library which is available for the Python. So you will get two types of library available for you. Means you are programming and the framework which is provided by the robot framework.
So, which are the automation tools that robo framework we can use for current live as of now? Whatever tools are available.
So as of now, if you're talking about the automation tools, so the Selenium tools are available as compared to Cucumber, Automation Anywhere, so, and other tools are also available in the robotics process automation, that is RPA industry. So RPA industry is having different brand names. I'm not uh, the broadcaster or anything about these tools, but I know about this tool because of explaining here. So there are several other RPA tools that are available. Apart of that, Selenium, you can also use test suite. There is a one test suite, and
Can we that robo framework we use in the automation anywhere and UiPath is
yeah.
in the
So
RPA?
so biggest drawback when we are talking about these type of tool, so they are totally a licensed version. As compared to them, you have to pay every year license, but not all organizations who are agree to pay for the testing purpose, because testing is not a revenue generation team, right? It's a cost or cost effective teams who is not generate any revenue directly, but it will very much required in their premises to certify the quality of the product. So not all the organization who are ready to pick up these type of tools which is having higher cost related with their license.
Is it Selenium is freely available for the market?
Yes, Selenium is definitely free, but Selenium is also required some more configurations. So that's all. So
Yeah.
who has having a hands-on experience about the robot framework and the Selenium, they will understand better, because Selenium is required many other third-party tools to integration for the automation, but robot framework will hand alone because of the direct interaction with the programming language.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Deepak. In continuation with the previous question,
Yeah.
like does it support Windows and web app? So what I my question is, if let's say I'm using a protractor at this moment for automating the web application, so in that we have some Windows pop-up coming in. So
Yeah.
can we integrate this robotics framework within just into our protractor scripts and just to handle these Windows pop-ups and all? Is
Sorry, I
it
don't
possible?
know about the protector, but
Okay.
handling the Windows pop-up is very much possible in Robot Framework. So, is it
Okay.
protector is a automation tool?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a base. It's an upgraded version to the Selenium.
okay,
So it's for the Angular
Angular
applications, which
JS
are
application.
web applications
Mhm.
which are developed in Angular. For that, it supports. So there, if we let's say not protect, let's say in Selenium, if we want to handle the Windows pop-up, in that case, can we integrate robotics framework with Selenium with Java?
I'm not sure the integration is possible or not, but
Okay.
definitely Windows pop-up is going to handle with the Robot Framework.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when let me take an example. If you are having three options in your pop-up, like
Mhm.
cancel, accept, or okay, or submit, something like that,
Mhm.
so it will well handle by the selectors content.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're confident on the robotics that it will handle, but you're
Yes.
not sure on the integration with
Integration
the
part.
other tools.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, hi Deepak, Prasad
Hi.
again.
Hi,
So
Prashant.
yeah, so I have one question that so can we integrate Python with robot framework with our CI/CD pipeline?
Yes.
How?
It's very much possible. So for robot framework, if you have created your script in Python, create a bucket, or you can upload your content on Bitbucket or GitHub, wherever is possible, or
Mm-hmm.
you can provide the detail to Jenkins. So once there is any build will come up in the deployment process of Jenkins, it will automatically trigger your script and execute it. And once execution is done, robot framework itself having their graph creation and Jenkins
Mm-hmm.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do the CI/CD follow the CI/CD pipeline by using robot framework. But it will require the two tools integration: one, uploading your script on any cloud platform, and second, Jenkins, which is the deployment process.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever we are talking about the deployment process, any flow or the build process which we are going to deploy on any environment like production or any specific local environment, so Jenkins type of tools are already used. So wherever the integration process and deployment processes happen, we have to make sure that our script is available on the same platform, or the script is integrated on the same platform. So when it will found the new versions are available, it will
Mm-hmm.
automatically trigger your script, execute it, and directly share the report on your mail. So for mail purpose, you have to do the some configuration, which is very much possible. So
SMTP configuration like that.
SMTP configuration provide the credential detail and all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So once you will complete the complete process, so
Mm-hmm.
let me explain the from the beginning. So
Mm-hmm.
once your script is ready, first process is you to upload on any cloud platform. You can use it GitHub or Bitbucket, any of the. Then provide the detail in Jenkins, and where the your deployment or organization deployment is done. So this is the second process. Third point is you have to integrate with your email system. If you are using Outlook or IBM Messenger or any of the tools, or Gmail also. So in the SMTP, and there is a one more protocol is available. In both the protocols, you have to provide the details, and you have to enable it from the mail messengers form as well. If you are using inside the privacy, if you are using Gmail inside the privacy settings, you have to enable it. Otherwise, it will go to the Gmail portal, and Gmail will uh, not allow to send the mail to your
Okay.
inbox.
Mm-hmm.
So inside the privacy setting, there is a SMTP option is available. You have to
Okay.
enable it. Once enabling is done, you will get the mail with status report.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no
Deepak,
issue.
another question. So, can we automate the cloud application with the help of Python and Robot Framework?
Yes.
Like, I need to verify the logs from CloudWatch, then I need to check the storage in the S3 bucket, like that. So, can we do that?
Yes, it's very much possible,
Mm-hmm.
but you have your code should be in the a very critical code, because we are integrating here with,
Mm-hmm.
if you are taking about the AWS. So
Yeah, yeah.
AWS is having more confidential data. So if you are
Okay.
capturing the logs, so you have to provide the unique key for your logs. So just like if you are having some system related error, so
Mm-hmm.
system related error is basically we can consider one unique keywords. So you have to define your keywords. Otherwise, when you're checking the logs, so this is a system, right? Here
Mm-hmm.
this is not a human being who will check the thousand or a million lines of code. So basically you have to define each and every keywords where you will get the log properly, and it will capture, and this is very much possible to trigger on your system itself, or trigger a notification to your personal inbox as well. So this has happened, kindly check it. Just like if I'm taking an example of AWS, if your uh, license version quota is full and you want to trigger a mail to your inbox, so robot, what happened, robot framework will run the script, check your quota, and once your quota is almost full or something like 70% or 60%, if you have set it, 70 or 60%, it will automatically trigger a notification to you. Hi, your quota is almost full. You can check it. So these
Okay.
type of basically this is a small example, but when you are working with the logs, you have to provide your keywords.
Sure.
That's the main requirement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other question, guys?
Have you heard about Cypress? Is there any difference between Cypress and our Python and robot framework?
Actually, I heard about that, but I've never used that, so I will not recommend. I will not comment on that. Sorry for that.
Okay, okay. No issue.
Because in real life I've never used this, so and I did not did any comparison over the Cypress or with this tool, so that's the main point, to not comment on that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, no issue.
Yeah,
Thanks, Deepak.
yeah,
Thanks a
no
lot.
issue.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Deepak Kalat this side. So in Robo framework, so we have record play mode as well, or just we have to just start, I mean, our writing our script from the beginning. So Robo provide record playback also. So support for a beginner, if you want to see how the script generate and all. Is there any record playback mode as well for Robo framework?
Hey Kailas, to answer this question, I want one question from your side.
Yeah.
So just like, did you use the RPA tools?
No, I never use.
Or you never use? Okay.
Yeah, that.
So because I saw the RPA tool is having recording facilities which you can play back in the tools itself. Robot framework will provide, but not
Okay.
completely. It's a partial one. So you can not record each and every steps in detail, but definitely you can provide your data and it will execute partially, not completely.
Okay. Okay. Great. Mhm.
Why I ask you a question? Because in the RPA tools, I saw that there is a one recording facility is available. So whatever execution or whatever action you're taking, these actions are already getting recorded. And once you will hit on playback, it will execute till, if you have recorded 5 or 6 steps, till the execution is completed, it is continuing to try that. So like filling the form, if you've entered your name and address and phone number, this is a 3, and fourth one on clicking submit. And once it will generate the message box, your request is submitted. This is the 5th step. So it will record all 5 steps. And when you click on the playback, it will automatically run the complete flow and give you the result. Here it's possible, but not completely. It's a partial one, not like not as compared to RPA tools. Yeah.
Deepak, it's RIDE support the latest version of Python.
Yes.
I guess earlier it was just supported till 2.7, that means version
No.
2, right?
No, it is supporting for till 3.7 as well. So it's basically, when we are using robot framework, don't use the exactly not the right one, means the latest one, the latest Python programming. So just like if you are using 3.7 and the
Okay.
next day it is released 3.8 or the greater than that version, so it's recommended to use 1 or 2 versions
Below
earlier
that.
than, yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise what
3.6 or
happened,
7.
yeah, so otherwise what happened, when we are using a latest technology or latest tool, if there is any issue occurs, so it will impact to your complete script, because it's
Right.
already stored in your similar directory. So it's always recommended whenever we are installing or upgrading our Windows, first you have to check on website, and if there is not having any biggest crash or not having any biggest issue, then only you can install it. So it's always recommended you can check on their website. If it is not having any issue with your version or the programming version, definitely you can go ahead to use it. But in programming or in the development, I will recommend you can use them 2 versions earlier than the code. So I'm having a biggest example with me. So in Windows 10, last month one release is updated. Because of that release, Vue and one HP system is got trashed. So when you have upgraded your system, it got trashed. Within 2 days of time, Microsoft has fixed that and provide the latest build. Then only it worked. So that is the biggest drawbacks of when we are using the upgraded system. Take an expert's opinion. If it is suitable for each and every system, it's okay to use it. Otherwise, you can use 2 versions earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. But RIDE is supportable up to 3.7, the latest RIDE version. Yes.
Okay. So latest RIDE version means what? That means in which version?
Latest one is I think 3.9. One second. It's in 3.9.
Okay.